What's up, you guys? It's Jono! I've been having some really good matches in Clash Royale tonight using the clone spell. So I was like, you know what? I should show off some of my fun with clone. So this is gonna be me using the clone spell. And let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna drop my camera down there. And then, yeah, it's always hard to figure out where should I put my camera on Clash Royale because the entire screen looks so good. There's nothing that I want to cover. They've done such a good job with this game. I absolutely love playing this game. I play this game every single night. I just don't really do that much content about it for whatever reason. So I wanted to post some of my wins, and I've got some really good ones here. I don't know, this clone spell is just really fun. There's so many interesting possibilities with it, and tonight I've been exploring all of the different kinds of things that I can do with it. So I think I'm going to 2x all these replays because I'm starting to realize it's already going to be a lot to talk through because I've got like 4 replays. So let's go ahead and 2x the replays. You guys can see I'm playing double Prince, which is already OP. I'm not even, I haven't even done a clone on them yet. It gets really crazy when I start to clone them. So I've got his tower already. I always take him by surprise with the double Prince. It's like nobody ever sees it coming. And I'm like, sorry guys, I'm just going to take you completely by surprise. And then I double up with the other one. For whatever reason, he didn't defend. So look, I cloned it and I got some really good hits there. So that's my first use of the clone. Now he, I believe, is using Mirror because he just dropped out 2 of the Dark Prince. So he's like, hey, look what I can do. I got a Mirror. But there we go with the clone. And the clone on the Skeleton Army. That's my kind of secret sauce that I've been using. The Skeleton Army is already a mess to deal with anyway. Defensively, it's very tricky to deal with. This guy, I did not 3-crown. Most of the replays tonight, I did 3-crown. But that was against a Sparky. I felt pretty good with that one because Sparky is so hard to deal with. Alright, so let's go ahead to my next replay. I started sharing some replays, and then I was like, wait, these are getting better and better. So I was like, let me share a couple more, and then I'll just use the ones that I shared as the ones that I'll show in my video. But I wasn't planning on making the video, so that first one I didn't 3-crown. I think the rest of these I did 3-crown. So I didn't quite figure out the trick of duplicating the archers until a certain point. But one of the really good tricks that I noticed is really crazy effective is cloning the archers. I cloned the archers, and then there was 4 archers, and they were all shooting in unison, and I swear they were just raining down arrows, and it was awesome. So that's a little bit later in the video. I've got 4 replays. I said I was going to 2x them, so let's go ahead and 2x. This guy's trying to get through with his Prince. I'm like, homie, you are not going to get through with Prince on me. And it's kind of funny because I get through with Prince on everybody, but yet they can't get their Prince through on me. But I do have a pretty strong deck as far as being anti-Prince. I've got the Skeleton Army, and look, I cloned the Skeleton Army there. That's a pretty good move. And the thing is, when you use your clone, you expose that you have clone, and then they're kind of like ready with their arrows if they have the arrows. And very few people have been running with the arrows, and I'm like, well, you really should run with those arrows. Now, there's my very first really good double clone Prince. That was a great one right there. Just took the whole tower down. It's a perfect example of what the double clone, double Prince is capable of doing. So it's a pretty good one. I've been really enjoying it, and also with the extra minions, the minions can do some serious damage too. So a lot of different clone possibilities. But the real crazy secret sauce, the thing that I've been really loving is duplicating, or rather cloning, the Skeleton Army and the archers. Right there. There's one right there. Just look at those archers right there. Boom, 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 boom. Just killing it. Those archers were absolutely insane. So I eventually got to the point where I was just throwing Skeleton Army throwing archers and then cloning that if they didn't immediately throw arrows or zap, and that was working out pretty well. So I was like, well, that's a good one. So cloning the skeleton army, cloning the archers. I kind of did it by accident there. I mean, I knew what I was doing, but I didn't realize it was going to be so effective. So then I started trying to do it more on purpose after that. So is this isn't the same match, right? No, it's not the same match. This guy had the spawner deck. So I had a really good night, honestly. I'm kind of not done playing, but I was like, I really need to make a video. I'm having such a good night. This guy did spawner deck on me. I also used this against Sparky in the beginning. Who else? I used it against a different deck before this one, but I forget what it was. I think it was Royal Giant deck. So a lot of different possibilities that I'm showing you guys that this deck can beat. So it's pretty interesting to watch it just take down all the decks that really make me the most annoyed. Like spawner deck, who just is like, oh, spawner deck's so easy. No, they're always hard. It's like a really big challenge to get through a spawner deck. But yet this deck is really taking it down. And check it out, he's got spawner deck with giant. He's trying to get a push put together, but he never quite gets it figured out because I'm just rushing him and rushing him. And that's another part of the strategy of this deck. I've got all my low cost cards. I've got the 2 cost log. I've got 2 cost spear goblins. Then I've got 3 cost with the archers and the minions. And then I've got another 3 cost with the clone and another 3 cost with the skeleton army. So most of my cards are super low, and then I've only got the 4 and the 5 with my prince and my prince. So it's really a crazy deck. Again there, look at that, I've got 3 princes. I've got the clone prince and then 2 princes out on the map. That's crazy. I mean, it's a really, really interesting spell that they've given us, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. So this is my final replay. I may even do a live match. Let me go ahead and do a match. Oh no, actually it's because the camera's always in the way, but I could just leave it there. I could leave it there. Alright, so let's go ahead and watch this match. I think I'll do a live match, but I'll probably end up losing, but that's fine. So let's see, what did I do on this one? I just played this one a few minutes ago before I was recording, and I was like, man, I'm having such a good night. I need to go and record. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, because the one prince is taking all the damage. And then did you see that? Both of the rushing princes got their hit as well. So that's like, I don't even know, like 800 damage or something like that. So the one prince is rushing, takes all the hits. And then the other prince is cloned. He can only take 1 hit, but he doesn't get hit. And then because the crown tower takes so long to get his gun out, both of them rushed and hit the crown tower as well. I mean, it's just awesome. It's a ton of damage. It is so much damage. And now watch this. Oh, he got the arrows. So that was I wanted to give him a well played, I remember. And I was like, I'm not going to give him a well played because I don't want to be distracted. But I almost gave him a well played because I was like, that's how you defeat this deck right here. You got to use the arrows as soon as you know I'm going to be cloning stuff. So let's see. What did I do here? I rushed the other side. So in this instance, I tried to rush the right side. Oh, well, I guess it went pretty fast. I tried to rush the right side earlier, and then I was like, nah, let me just finish him off. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll go on the right, and then I'm just distracting them, so they have to put some cards on the right, and then I go on the left. So, and take the main tower once I've already got one of their towers down. Anyway, it's late. I had a long night. I'm like a little bit tired. I'm going to do a battle here, though. And show you guys what I'm working with here, a little bit of live action here. So I got 2 wins. I'm only doing grand challenges lately. That's how I have so much gold. People are like, how do you have so much gold? I'm like, well, I buy a lot of gems and then I do grand challenges. Oh crap, I forgot my camera's in the way because I need to touch my card. So this is gonna get a little bit tricky. What I'm doing here is I'm throwing the skeleton army first to make him respond to it. I should not have put my, oh man, I shouldn't have put the spear goblins down, but that's fine. It wasn't my finest move, but it's not the end of the world. He's got a lot of cards down now, and he's going to get a hit on my tower with his mini P.E.K.K.A. So technically right now he's winning, and I'm losing, especially because he got that hit. And I kind of can't see because my stupid, my thing is in the way. I'm going to put it up there, but then I can't see the time, unfortunately. So it's, like I said, it's always in the way. It's just in the way like ridiculous. Now I should help out my Dark Prince and give him a hand, but I'm not going to do it. I'm actually just going to let him die. And then I'm going to take a little bit of damage while this miniature push gets through, while I save up my elixir. Now I'm going to put my own kind of miniature push down. I'll probably clone this whole thing like he never expected. Oh, but my minions got through, which is still pretty good, so that's going to be a lot of damage. So, not like the best move that I ever made, but I needed to make a move, and that's the cards that I had, and I actually did some decent damage with it. But this is my move right here. I needed to be playing this move the whole time. It's the double prince, and then normally I would go with the clone, but I don't have it, and I know he's got the skeleton army, so I went ahead and just rushed with the, geez, can you get through, you guys? My prince needs to get through. At least he got through for the hit. It was a pretty good play on the enemy's part. He defended pretty well, but I need to get through. So here I'm gonna try and do my cloned. The 4 archers is where the real strength comes in. I don't know if they're going to be able to get through, but in the meantime, I am just going to rush the other side. And let's go ahead and... Oh no, I needed my log. I didn't use my log. It's okay though, let's see if I can get through again. Oh man, he is really hammering with this log. Let's see if I can clone my skeleton. Not quite, not quite. Let's give him a well played, he did well. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through. Good game. I knew I was going to lose because it's too hard to play while you're live. But anyway, he gave me a good luck. How nice of him. Alright, you guys, but that's my army. That's what I've been using tonight. You win some, you lose some, but I have had some pretty good wins tonight. And, of course, I always have some losses as well. Let's go see my my record right here. You can see what I've been up to tonight. A couple of 3-crown wins. I had some tight losses as well. Had some tight wins as well. So, pretty good night. I've been playing a lot of battles tonight. And I do lose, you know, quite a few battles. You can see these are all grand challenges. All I do is play grand challenges. I've been playing grand challenges for a while now. I just kind of got the tip that they're really not hard. Like, they're so not hard. But sometimes I have a hard time staying focused, and then it's a hard time for me to win. But then sometimes I win a whole bunch in a row too, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting them. And then I'll lose a few, and I'm like, oh, now my grand challenge is over, and I have to spend another 100 gems. So that's always like the battle. It's like, well, I gotta spend more gems. But you get a crap ton of gold. Look how much gold I have. So it's pretty ridiculous. And I've never had a legendary card in my shop, but if I ever do get one, I'll have enough gold to get it, so that'll be pretty sweet. And, of course, I am upgrading my spear goblins right now, so I'll be trying to get those level 12 spear goblins. Hopefully they'll be zap resistant, because I do not want to get zapped every time I put them out, and they're pretty useful if they don't get zapped. Alright, everybody, that's the end of my video. It's a Clash Royale video. It's pretty late. Jesus, almost midnight. Go to bed. Alright, so I'm gonna go to bed, but I was playing some Clash Royale, and I thought you guys would enjoy the battles. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and peace.